Hey guys, welcome back. If you don't know what I am on Bynum, and I have not posted a video for a very long time. I am here in the Enchanted Forest at Nationwide Children's Hospital, and I've had lots going on the past year, and now my life's getting better. So, I've had so much, but there's been quite a bit that I'd say changed my life most. And the first thing would be my surgery that I got last August. For 2018. And I got this huge surgery where they took out most of my colon. And now I just have a couple centimeters left. And if we didn't do that, I'd probably not be as good as I am now. I'd probably be suffering by sitting on the toilet all day.
Yeah, so Annalie had a retesting of her motility, and they discovered most of her colon was dysmodal, which means it didn't move. So in August of 2018, they did what's called a near total colectomy with an IRA, where they took the little bit of her colon that was left and connected it, which is at the ileocecal valve area, and connected it to her rectum. But that part doesn't move on its own either, so she still has to do flushes. So for the first year, how do we do flushes?
The first year of when I started flushing?
No, since you had your colectomy.
The first year I did 2-a-day flushes, right?
Yep, we did them every morning and every night.
Yeah.
But
we would do it every morning, every night. And that's soon, and not that long ago, that didn't become the case. It was acting up, and I would have no output. I would have to stay home from school because of it this year.
Because you were soiling throughout the day.
Because I was soiling throughout the day, and if you don't know what that means pooping throughout the day.
And you couldn't control it.
Yeah, and I can't control it. And so recently we switched it to 1-a-day flushes, and that's been working really well. At the beginning, it didn't work as well because my body was just still getting adjusted to it. So that didn't work for it worked, but it didn't work for the first day. But now I'm doing a lot better with that, now that we've done that.
So we're here for a 1-year checkup, and things have looked good. We have biofeedback therapy today because we kind of have to remember her muscles. Her muscles need some reminders of how to use some of those things, because for 10 years of her life, she never had to use those muscles or never could use those muscles.
Yeah.
So she has to retrain her body. And but we got really good news. She currently has a sarcostomy on her side of her stomach, and that's how we do her flushes. And she is doing, like I said, 1-a-days. She's also taking Ditropan and Terazosin in the evenings to help with bladder control, which has improved because now she's been able to wear panties full time during the day since March of 2019. So that's exciting, because that's a new thing for her too, right?
Mm-hmm. During all that, during the big surgery, which it was probably the biggest surgery of my life, right?
It was.
And I was thinking, you're strong, you're brave, God made you the way that you need to be. And so I knew this was supposed to happen, and God had a good plan, but it's still pretty scared.
Yep, but things are so much better,
Yeah.
right? So hopefully we'll continue with this. Our doctors told us today we're not really sure how long She'll have a colectomy, but probably for the rest of her life. And they're really happy with the progress with the bladder control. But we're going to do some of that therapy for her pelvic floor dysfunction. And hopefully that will help too, right? Mm-hmm. And hope that the flushes continue to work.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So after years and years of trying to figure it out, we finally have her figured out, I think.
Yeah. Well, somehow.
Sort of figured out. All right.
During in February, yeah, the day after Valentine's Day, I think, not that long after Valentine's Day, I was soiling a lot the day after Valentine's Day. So I was home from school, and then a couple days later, I fainted, and I had to be taken to the emergency room. And then right before summer break, my back was hurting so much, and we do it's like pain level, so it's 1 through 10. 1, not so bad. 10, I am going crazy, or I could cry. And one night, I started getting a fever, and we were like, what's going on? So we took me to the emergency room, and my pain started going up for levels, and it ended up hitting a level 10, and I was glad because that I was at least there, because I was coming to Ohio the next day so they could figure stuff out, and they didn't. The two places didn't get the same results, I don't think, right?
Yeah.
Didn't get the same results.
But overall, things have been better. We've had a couple times when you've had the flu, and one time you got really dehydrated.
I got the flu?
Yeah, you had the stomach bug, and you got really dehydrated. That was in February, and then in May it was you were having scar tissue problems, and that was causing a lot of pain. But they got that pain under control, and things are better, and that too.
And then in March, that's when my back happened.
That was May.
That was March. No, June, March, April. May.
It was May.
Oh yeah, May.
But otherwise, in the past year, we've had really no big issues. We've had, now we know when she gets sick and is having diarrhea or vomiting that she needs to be super hydrated.
Yeah, and we know that sometimes it can lead to emergency rooms.
Yep. So we're on top of it, but things are good. Okay. And she just wanted to check in with you, and we have to go now for biofeedback. So
I have a motto, and that is to stay strong, stay brave. You are amazing. Bye.